luck to us all this year. So I was out. I'm in California, and I was out running. I started running. Oh, I forgot to do my devilish corners here. Mustache twirling villain, am I? I really enjoy it. Hey, Cheryl. So, there we go. And I was thinking about the song "The Holly and the Ivy," you know, that we sing at Christmas. But it's such a pagan song. And I thought, it's just been rewritten with all of the Christian symbolism. So I was playing around with a new wording that was more pagan. Not because I'm pagan. So maybe I'm the wrong person to do it, but I don't know if I can play it. Holly and the ivy, when they are both full grown, of all the trees that are in the wood, the holly wears the crown. The rising of the sun, the rutting of the deer, the playing of the merry organ. That line, the playing of the merry organ, definitely. That would be like kind of modern Christian technology, right? European technology creeping in there. So it might have been in the middle of the winter wood. Or, yeah, the shadows of the winter wood. Sweet sunshine in the clear. Holly is a blossom, as white as lily flower, and in the middle of the winter wood, we experience the power. The holly has a berry, as red as any blood, and we come together on the shortest day, in the frigid winter wood. The holly and the ivy, full grown, of all the trees that are in the wood, the holly wears the crown. Kind of a New Year's song. It's funny though, because it's all around the solstice, so it's kind of weird, but it's not on the solstice. I know there's a reason why the new year doesn't start on the solstice. Because the Romans were into kind of a lunar year? I'm not sure. I did write a new song. I wrote a new New Year's song. I can play it. Actually, it's in a different tuning. I might play it a little later. Let me know if there's anything you want to. Hey, Jamies, Daria. Went to sea in a sieve they did, in a sieve they went to sea. In spite of all their friends could say, on a winter's morn, on a stormy day, in a sieve they went to sea, in a sieve they went to sea. And as the sieve spun round and round, and everyone cried, you'll all be drowned. They called aloud, our civ ain't big, but we don't care a button, we don't care a fig, and a civ will go to sea. A civ will go to sea. Far and few are the lands where the Jumblies live. Their heads are green and their hands are blue, and they went to sea in a sieve, to sea in a sieve. They sailed away in a sieve, they did. In a sieve they sailed so fast, with only a beautiful pea green sail tied with a ribbon by way of a veil to a small tobacco pipe mast. A small tobacco pipe mast. And everyone said who saw them go, won't they soon be upset, you know, because the sky is dark and the voyage is long, and happen what may, it's extremely wrong for a sieve to sail so fast. Far and few are the lands where the Jumblies live. Their heads are green and their hands are blue, and they went to sea in a sieve, to sea in a sieve. Well, the water it soon came in, it did. The water it soon came in, so to keep them dry they wrapped their feet in pinky paper, all folded neat, and they fastened it down with a pin, and they fastened it down with a pin. And they passed the night in a crockery jar, and everyone said, how wise we are, though the sky be dark and the voyage be long, yet never we would think we were rash or wrong, while round in our sieve we spin. We spin. All night long they sailed away, and as the sun went down, they whistled and warbled a moony song to the echoing sound of a coppery gong in the shade of the mountains brown, in the shade of the mountains brown. Oh, Timbaloo, how happy we are, for we live in a sieve, in a crockery jar, and all night long on a moonlight pale we sail away on a pea green sail in the shade of the mountains brown, the shade of the mountains brown. Far and few are the lands where the Jumblies live. Their heads are green and their hands are blue, and they went to sea in a sieve, to sea in a sieve. Sailed to the western sea they did, to a land all covered with trees, and they bought an owl and a useful cart and a pound of rice and a coppery tart and a hive of silvery bees, and a hive of silvery bees. And they bought a pig and some green jackdaws and a lovely monkey with lollipop paws and 42 bottles of Ringbow Ree and no end of Stilton cheese. They all came back in 20 years or more. And everyone said how tall they've grown, for they've been to the lakes and the Tarable Zone and the hills of the Chankly Bore, and the hills of the Chankly Bore. They drank their health, they gave them a feast of dumplings made with beautiful yeast, and everyone said, if we only live, we too will go to sea in a sieve, to the hills of the Chankly Bore, to the hills of the Chankly Bore. Far and few are the lands where the Jumblies live. Their heads are green and their hands are blue, and they went to seeing us sit. Far and few are the lands where the Jumblies live. Their heads are green and their hands are blue, and they went to seeing us sit, yeah, to seeing us sit. Well, I hope it's a pleasant day where you are, though I know on the East Coast it's been rough weather. I'm out here in the land of sunny all the time, although this is the rainy season. So let's see. Transcaping, good to see you. Cheryl, good to see you. Mr. Papillon, very good to see you. Chuck, Dio, David. Redbird, Connecticut. Jamie's. Hi, Jamie's. Daria. Good to see you all. All right, I see a request for Big Chinos. I haven't played that in forever. Let's see. See how I can do that. I think it's in this key. Although I've tuned the guitar down. I don't know if you can hear it. I've tuned the guitar down a whole step. Has a very rich sound this way. The strings are a little bendier. I don't know, stays in tune pretty good. Someone's laughing, kumbaya. Someone's crying, kumbaya. Someone's praying, kumbaya. Someone's singing, kumbaya. Baya, 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 baya. Someone's laughing, kumbaya, Lord. Someone's crying, kumbaya, Lord, someone's praying. Kumbaya, Lord, someone's singing. Kumbaya, Lord, Anabino, Abiyo-yo, Yoko Ono, Bono, whoa. I forget just what it takes. And yes, I guess it makes me smile. Found it hard, it's hard to find. Oh, well, whatever, never mind. Hello, 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 bye-ya, 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 bye-ya. Hello, 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 bye-ya, 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 bye-ya. With the lights out, kumbaya, Lord, here we are now. Kumbaya, Lord, I feel stupid. Kumbaya, Lord, here we are now. Kumbaya, Lord, and Albino, Yoko Ono, Sonny Bono, Sonny Bono. A denial, a denial, a denial, a denial, Infantino. They're not ready for me at the office. They're not ready for me at the mall. 'Cause when I come walking in my pair of big chinos, the fan's gonna hit the wall. And I wear them because they're humongous, and I wear them because they are tan. And there ain't nothing else in my whole wardrobe I wear makes me feel like a man. No, they're just not prepared for my pair of big chinos, my pair of big chinos, my they're so damn big. Well, I wear a size 32 in the waist, and they're a size 88 and a half. Yeah, they're fatty Arbuckle, Chaplin-sized chinos, but don't you laugh, and you ain't gonna see my shirt pocket, 'cause I buckle them up at my chin. And it's only my arms and my head that sticks out, and the rest is all khaki. You'd better watch out for my pair of big chinos, my pair of big chinos, my they're so damn big. And no one understands me, no one understands me. No one understands me. Oh, I gotta break out and express myself. So I bought me a pair of reading lamps, and I strapped them both onto my belt. And I am going out dancing tonight at the club, and all you will see of my wiggling self are my pair of big chinos, my pair of big chinos, my pair of big chinos, my more than a woman pair of big chinos, my love to love you, baby, pair of big chinos. You can tell by the way I move my walking, pair of big chinos, my staying alive, pair of big chinos, my big. They're so damn, yeah, they're so damn big. My chinos are so damn big. Cheers. Kombucha. So, there we go. That villainous stash happening. Yes. No, Mr. Bond. So, play one down here. It's a request that was made prior. Bad things happen to the kindest people. God and the devil are kinda hard to tell apart. And I feel like my soul's been crippled slowly after the tornado, when everything is wrong. And everything means nothing in this wide green desert. these miles of phone lines, this line of skinny trees, and I feel like my soul's been crippled slowly under the grist mill when everything is wrong. Can't fly anymore, I've forgotten my wings. I can't fly anymore, it's like I don't know how. I can't fly anymore, and I can't rise above and leave my world behind me. I've grown roots inside my body. My mother loved me, my father loved me, but I was always hungry. It was never enough. And I feel like my soul's been crippled slowly after the tornado, when everything is wrong, 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 when everything is wrong. Hi, Julie. Julie in New Zealand. Aotearoa. Certain I got that wrong. Aotearoa? Aotearoa, New Zealand. Ernie and Elvis. Nice. I did have another request somewhere prior to the start of this, but I don't remember what it was. So if you're here, please reiterate or iterate. I always forget which one it is. That would be great. In the meantime, Ernie and Elvis are brothers. They're even from the same litter. Sue bought them when they were kittens. They were so tiny back then. Sue gets up real early, she comes down the stairs. They go, "Wow, wow, 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 we're hungry." She takes some food from a can, sticks it on a plate. Walks out the door just as Mark is waking up. Mark comes down the stairs, he's rubbing his head, he's rubbing his eyes. Yeah. They go, "Meow, wow, 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 we're hungry." He says, "Wait a minute, these plates look much too freshly cleaned. How? Oh, you guys can't fool me. You've already eaten." And then Jim gets up real late. He comes down the stairs. They go, "Wow, wow, 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 wow." He feeds them. And then there's nobody home but Ernie and Elvis. Yeah, there's nobody home but Ernie and Elvis. Now Ernie's the skinny one, he's got the brains, and Elvis is one big fat hunk of burning loaf. They call him Pooh Ball, pastry bag, kitchen cow, but he doesn't mind. They feed him. And Ernie looks real cute and innocent inside. He sits in your lap, he purrs, but outside he's a hefty hopping garbage crunching terror. And now there's nobody home but Ernie and Elvis. Yeah, there's nobody home but Ernie and Elvis. And Elvis goes wow 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 wow. Sing along. Wow 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 wow. Ernie, man, I'm so hungry. I can't even think straight. I can't even sit down. I'm just gonna lie here. I'm gonna lie down. I'm gonna lie down right here on the kitchen floor because I am so hungry and I can't do anything about it because there's no food in my bowl and I'm not sure what to do. And Ernie said, just chill out a minute. I got an idea. Sue comes home from work and she opens the door. They go, wow, 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 we're hungry. She takes some food from a can, sticks it on a plate. Looks around and says, hey, what's my new induction stove doing hanging halfway out the window there? Why is the refrigerator over by the sofa? What's the sofa doing in the kitchen? Oh my God, there was nobody home but Ernie and Elvis. Where's all that tuna fish I bought? And there was nobody home but Ernie and Elvis. You ate all the leftover spaghetti carbonara? There was nobody home but Ernie and Elvis. Oh, both Panettones, both Panettone. There was nobody home. The almond cookies. Wow, wow. Yes, that was it. That was it, Jamies. Precisely. So I have a little of that RSV. Reserve. Reserve. It sounds fancy. It sounds like a wine you'd like to drink, but it's for respiratory illness. So I am singing a little quiet, and I am not straining my voice. And so far, I'm getting away with it. We'll see. Plus, we do have neighbors right over there. I'm not sure if they want to hear original songs today. The sky is getting cloudy. I'd like to write you a song to tell you everything you think is really right. It's really right. I'd like to write you a song to tell you everything you think is really wrong. It's really wrong. So at the end of all days, when the big man calls us all to heaven, They tell you you were really right and everybody else was really wrong. So what? And I know I'm no better than you. And I know I'm no better than you. So now it's right against wrong, left against might, force against poor, word against right, and it's here against Wayne, man against boy, boy against girl, girl against toy, and I know I'm no better than you. And I know I'm no better than you. I'd like to write you a song to tell you everything you think is really right. It's really right. I'd like to write you a song to tell you everything you think is really wrong. It's really right. So at the end of all days, the big man calls us all to heaven. Tell you were really right and everybody else was really right. Big whoop. And I know I'm no better than you. 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 Do we really have two people from New Zealand here? I mean, that's the beginning of my New Zealand tour right there. Playing for both people, both fans, in New Zealand. Although they may not be in the same part of New Zealand, so two shows. What have I got? What have I got for you? I've been writing a song a week for the past 4 weeks. I wrote a song about writing a song a week. Then I wrote a song. The second song was about the lore leading up to the first set of Dune books. That was fun. And then I wrote a song about winter holiday season. And then yesterday I wrote a New Year's Eve song. Let me see if I can play you the New Year's Eve song. It's funny, I write them and then I immediately don't know how to play them. I'll try it. So it's in a kind of a tuning. Will the road stay clear beneath me? Will the hollow ground give way? As I try to find the courage to face the dawning day. And it's another revolution. I'm as brave as I appear to arrive where I was headed at the turning of the year. And it's another revolution full of eagerness and fear. Meet me at the river at the turning of the year. My time ain't running short. It's not something you can keep. There's a hole inside my pocket, and it drains into the deep. And it's another revolution full of ignorance and fear. Meet me at the river at the turning of the year. And it's another revolution. Time's drawing near to arrive where I was headed at the turning of the year. And it's a dot on the clock, it's a mark on a wall, a point on a chart, and number is all. It's always near the shortest and the longest, night and day. But what it is now, I couldn't say. My friends, my heart is glad to be met by you at last. We can mark another journey, sweep away the past, and it's another revolution. Time is drawing near to arrive where we were headed at the turning of the year. And it's another revolution. I'm so glad to find you here. We can face it all together at the turning of the year. It's another revolution. Time is drawing near to arrive where we were headed at the turning of the year. And it's another revolution. I'm so glad to find you here. No place that I'd rather be at the turning of the year. I was reading lyrics. Ah, yeah. It's a great idea, Chuck. Thank you. When the great man falls, when the great man falls, when the great man falls, we fall, we fall.
when the great man falls. When the great man falls. When the great man falls, we fall, we fall. He was a teacher, like a sailor, like the pilot of a ship gone crazy, with all hands on deck, steering for the storm on the high, high sea. And in the cracking, in the shaking, the trembling of the world like thunder, we thought we were lost. His eyes would light up, he would dance with glee. And when we stood back on the shore, we thought we were invincible. But the tide would pull us hard when the great man fell, when the great man falls. When the great man falls. When the great man falls, we fall, we fall. When he met us, he renamed us in the image of the gods or heroes, breaking down the door, opening the way to the high-walled town. You're Athena, Diomedes, Persephone, Odysseus. He would find the throne of the tyrant of the mind, and he would tear it down. And then the passages we read, we would tread upon as well. Oh, how would we go on when the great man fell, when the great man falls? When the great man falls, when the great man falls, we fall, we fall. He was a father, a Chinese scholar, a foot soldier at Iwo Jima, and he built a house high up in the woods where the snow is bright. And he would gather at the table constructed from an old grain silo, and we would wander up high into the hills, and we would stand in line. And now his body is just a shell, but his house is still full. Gathered there to talk since the great man fell, when the great man falls. When the great man falls. When the great man falls, we fall, we fall. When the great man falls. When the great man falls. When the great man falls, we fall, we fall, we fall, we fall, we fall.
Yes, right. The Crows do approve. They didn't like this last song, though. I'm not sure. Maybe they're scared of great men. Big men, they think. The big men. Although the falling would be good for them. There is like crow o'clock here. And it wasn't crow o'clock yet. You'd know. And then there's owl o'clock, but that's at night. So it's a very pretty place. So, do I know how to play this? How You Doon? That's the question. Gosh, I'd have to watch the video again. I'm not sure if I know how to do it. Yeah, it was like. Maybe it'll come back to me. So this is a tune I've just been playing the heck out of recently. I love it. I don't have a recording of it yet, so these are the only recordings. But I can sing a little bit better in this key now. The guitar tuned down. And this is called Where Am I? It tells Cali. It's so, yeah, Cali is big. I'm in a place called Carmel by the Sea. We are lucky. We get to come out here for Christmas sometimes. My mom is out here. And I'm on the back deck. They're probably on the beach or something. So this is called, I think it's just going to be called Destructible. The indestructible man is bathing naked in the fountain. 'Cause what does he care what other people think? Nobody can hurt him, nobody can stop him, because he is an indestructible man. The indestructible man has a beard down to his knees. He used to yank it out, but it's been centuries. His hair is wild, he combs it with his fingernails, which grow until he chews them with his indestructible teeth. And despite all the dangers in this world, I'm glad that I'm destructible. The indestructible man doesn't care about the war. He is marching barefoot through the minefield. People wave their hands and shout, but he just shrugs and sighs as the explosion throws him 30 feet in the air. The indestructible man can't let other people love him, 'cause he might love them back and they're destructible. Criminals and governments might threaten them with harm, and he would become their indestructible slave. And despite all the sickness in this world, I'm glad that I'm destructible. The indestructible man is spitting curses at the dogs. They're stinking up his favorite spot for napping. He used to own a home, but then it quickly fell apart, and now he sleeps out under the indestructible stars. The indestructible man sometimes thinks of going home, where he can love and hug and brush his hair. But he would be an ordinary nobody at home, and here he is, indestructible.
despite the short length of this life. I'm glad that I'm destructible. I'm glad that I'm destructible. I'm glad I am.
Yeah, I can. Right at the upper edge, I'm like losing it because of my little virus problem I'm having. I want to plug all my things. So if you want to send me a tip, greatly appreciated. California's expensive. The kombucha out here is good, though. You can Venmo, James-Infantino. You can Ko-fi, ko-fi.com/Jim Infantino. You can become a patron, patreon.com/Jim Infantino. Some people send me $1 a month. I ran into one, Ansate, who came to a house concert I did in SoCal that was unbelievably beautiful and full of really interesting people who had never heard my stuff except for Ken and Ansate on her online name. And they both came. I think I posted a picture. I'll post it on Patreon. I think I posted it on social media of the two of them. And on Patreon, I posted a picture of the house where I did the concert. I don't want to post pictures of somebody's house publicly, but Patreon is a little bit more of a controlled group. So if you want that sort of thing, I'm going to try and be a lot better this year about just doing more like casual videos, talking about how, my state of mind, showing you around the place where I usually record these. Oh, great. And yeah, that's great. So, uh, up the next thing. wakefulwanderer.com is these are my books. Again, I do post new chapters as I write them. The third book online. I am thinking about renaming all of these, so these will be a very strange little version. When the third book comes out, I'm going to rename them something a little bit more normal for book titles, like usually 3 words instead of 7. The Wakeful Wanderer's Guide to New England and Beyond. 10 words, not so good for selling books. I'm working with some book marketing people. So I'm working on new book titles. If you have any ideas, send them my way. But thank you to Chuck and Amy for distributing them to Little Free Libraries. If you have some Little Free Libraries around your neighborhood and you'd like some paperbacks, I will send them to you. So let me know. I think ideally, this offer should be for patrons, people who have Patreon people. But I might be open to doing it another way. I mean, for somebody who's not sort of being a patron of mine. And then the last thing is I'm teaching meditation, and I'm doing it more often now. I am actually teaching today at 7 o'clock Eastern Time at mindfulaware.com, and then every 2 weeks in the morning at 9 o'clock. And what we found is I think people can't really do 9 o'clock. It's too late. They're already at work. But this is free. You sign up at mindfulaware.com, and there are 4 different teachers. Myself, Jim Rosen, Catherine Pilfrey, and Matthew Bellows. And we teach a shamatha meditation. It is Buddhist meditation, but you don't need to be Buddhist. I just think in this very uncertain year, finding a little internal stability couldn't hurt. So If you want to try it out, you need to sign up first at mindfulaware.com, and then you get the Zoom invitation. And then I'll be on at 7 o'clock, probably right here. It'll still be daytime here, leading a meditation for a half an hour with a little discussion afterward and a little talk at the beginning. So think about it. Might be good. So trying to think of what's a good song for the new year. Thank God It's Over doesn't seem to really work this year. I hope you're all right with me not playing it. Doesn't feel good. And then I'll be posting a song a week for a while, because I'll be doing Carrie Cooper's Song a Week Challenge, Real People, Real Songs Challenge, with a bunch of other people. So that'll all be mostly on Facebook, but I'm also going to post on Patreon when I have them. So, yeah. I am at a loss again, of course, what to play. I wish I could remember. The Dune song, "How You Doin'." This is how you doin'. I shouldn't attempt it. It's going to be impossible. But so let me play something that you all know. I don't actually play this on Solo in Isolation, so I have 2 songs that I'll play. And then if anybody has a request, I can probably handle one more request after that, and then I'm going to get back to enjoying the beautiful weather here. Oh, Transcape, it's totally fine with you making a video to it. That's totally cool. I just, for me personally, when I get to the part next year will be better, I just don't feel it. So, I don't know. Maybe it will. That'd be great. So, yeah. It's going to be a bit of a low-key version of this song, but I kind of like it when it calms down, because you get the contrast. I'm addicted to stress, that's the way that I get things done. If I'm not under pressure, then I sleep too long, and I hang around like a bum. I think I'm going nowhere, and that makes me nervous. Everybody's had to get me, but I feel alright. Everybody's had to get me, but I feel alright. Everybody's had to get me, but I feel alright. Everybody's thinking about me. It's the little things that get you. It's the little things that get you when you weren't paying attention. It's the little things that get you. Little things that get you. Little things that get you when you weren't paying attention. I'm trying to cut down on my caffeine consumption, so when I get up, I just have 1 cup of coffee, and I like to have another cup of coffee with my breakfast. And on the way to work, I like to get a cup of coffee, like the kind of cup of coffee that you get with a donut, except I never get the donut. I just have the cup of coffee, and when I get to work, I like to have a cup of coffee, because I like to have a coffee when I'm talking on the phone. It usually goes cold, and I need to get another cup of coffee, and it's lunch, and I have an espresso. And when I get back, it's not morning anymore, so I have a Diet Cola and another Diet Cola, and by then I'm feeling fine, and I'm feeling pretty sharp, and I'm feeling pretty wired, and I'm getting things done. But right about 2, I get this little tiny migraine, and it starts by my eyes, and it moves to the back of my neck, and it moves to the bottom of my spine, but it doesn't get there until 5 or 6 o'clock, which is the end of the day, so I'm fine. So I'm fine, so I'm fine, so I'm fine. Except when I have to work late, which I usually do. I'm addicted to stress, that's the way that I get things done. If I'm not under pressure, then I sleep too long, and I hang around like a bum. I think I'm going nowhere, and that makes me nervous. Everybody's had to get me, but I feel alright. Everybody's had to get me, but I feel alright. Everybody's had to get me, but I feel alright. Everybody's thinking about me. Soy un troubadour. I'm a loser, baby, why don't you kiss me? What you gonna do when the coffee runs out? Gotta go get some more. What you gonna do when the coffee runs out? Gotta go get some more. What you gonna do when the coffee runs out? Gotta go get some more. What you gonna do when the coffee runs out? Maybe maybe I'll drink tea. I love to work, I love to run, I love to play real hard. I love to steal little things from the grocery store, like a piece of bubble gum, or sometimes I just stick my thumb in a peach and leave it there. I love to work, I love to run, I love to water ski, snowboard, jet ski, skydive, parasail, hang glide, rollerblade, mountain bike, bungee jump. Well, I mean, I'd love to do these things if I ever had the time. I love to work, I love to work, I love to work, I'd have to work. I love to spend a little time with this woman that I'm seeing, except we never really get the time to spend together, so we call each other up and we talk about work. But what I think I really love is to get up on myself on a little tiny island in the middle of the ocean. Just me and a book and a cellular phone and a volleyball with some blood on it. And I'd eat and I'd drink and I'd run and I'd sleep and I wouldn't do nothing except sleep all day, except my Kindle doesn't work underwater. Where are the sharks? Where are the sharks? Where are the sharks? Where are the sharks? And there's this kind of anemone that sits in your foot and the poison goes up to your brain and you die. And sand fleas, yuck. But actually, I think it'd be really relaxing, just me by myself in the middle of the ocean. And that's what I'd really love to do more than anything else, except I probably hate it. I'm addicted to stress. It's the way that I get things done. But now I'm under pressure, then I sleep too long and I hang around like a bum. I think I'm going nowhere and that makes me nervous. Everybody's had to give me, but I feel alright. Everybody's had to give me, but I feel alright. Everybody's had to give me, but I feel alright. Everybody's thinking about me, but I feel alright. Everybody's had to give me, but I feel alright. Everybody's had to give me, but I feel alright. Everybody's had to give me, but I feel alright. Everybody's had to give me, but I feel alright. Everybody's had to give me, but I feel alright. Everybody's thinking about me, yeah, but I feel alright. Everybody's had to give me, but I feel alright. Everybody's had to give me, but I feel alright. Everybody's thinking about me. Yeah. And this one. How about this one? Make sure we're in tune. Gonna lie down on the kitchen floor. I can't fall down from here. That's what gravity is for. And I'm not gonna think at all. I can't fall down from here. I didn't fall. And you can't lie to me again. Oh, but you can't let me down. I've got nowhere else to go. My head is on the ground. Got my cheek on the cold tile. I can't fall down from here. I stay like this a while. Listen to the underground. No, can't fall down. And you can't lie to me again. Oh, but you can't let me down. I've got nowhere else to go. My head is on the ground. And you can say you'll be my friend. It don't mean anything at all. I don't need a hand up. Don't lie. I didn't fall. Up there's the bottom of the shelf. I can't fall down from here. I don't understand myself. It's like when I was 3. I can't fall down from here. The underside of things I see. And you can't lie to me again. Oh, but you can't let me down. I've got nowhere
miles to go. My head is on the ground, and you can say you'll be my friend. It don't mean anything at all. I don't need a hand up, don't lie, I didn't fall. I just lay down is all. Gonna lie down on the kitchen floor. I can't fall down from here. I can't fall down from here. I can't fall.
Who was that? I got a woo from somewhere out here. All right, one last song. If anybody wants to get in a request. I will think of one. Here's one. There's a lag. It's not fair. Yeah, and owl hours starting early at owl o'clock. Oh, actually, this is a better one. Here we go. In 1995, we thought the world would end, but January 1, we swept up the mass again. In 2001, we thought the end was near, but the years just follow years, and we're still here. Maybe the rapture's gonna wait, the rapture's gonna wait another 1,000 years before we're standing at the gate. How do we go on, living day by day, with only human hearts that guide us on our way? Dig beneath the dirt, burn it in the air, throw away our filth till we smell it everywhere. But the sky don't turn to black, the sea don't turn to blood, the angels don't come down to raise us from the mud. Maybe the rapture's gonna wait, the rapture's gonna wait another 1,000 years before we're standing at the gate. How do we go on, living day by day, with only human hearts to guide us on our way? Reach out in the dark as I lie awake at night. My fingers touch another hand like mine. I hold on to it tight. I wanna see my kingdom come. I'm praying for escape, or else we'll have to fix what we took so long to break. Maybe the rapture's gonna wait, the rapture's gonna wait another 1,000 years before we're standing at the gates. How do we go on, living day by day, with only
only human hearts that guide us on our way. Na 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 na, 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 na na na.
Great idea, David. Thank you. I think I'll do this in a bit of a higher key. And then, Jay. Sorry you missed. I'm playing a little bit more than I. One more song. And then, not this Saturday, but the Saturday after that, I'll play again. So check bigego.com, or if you're on Patreon, if you're one of my Patreon supporters, put that back up again. It's just patreon.com/JimInfantino. I'll let you know there. I was remiss in letting you know this time. I'm trying to be better. And then one more thing. I do a podcast with my friend Lionel. Every week. We've taken 2 weeks off for the holidays, but we'll be back again next week. And we talk about books. We sometimes interview people. We have guests. And I just do it because I like talking to him, basically. And he's very interesting. He's an interesting guy. So check it out. Funny Not Funny with Jim and Lionel. It's on your podcast list somewhere. You just need to search for Funny Not Funny. I think we come up first now because we got a lot of episodes up, like 138 or something like that. So check it out if you'd like to listen to me talk. It's a good place. Good place to do it. And Happy New Year, everybody. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Keep breathing. Everybody feels that they are special. Everybody knows their day will come. Everybody thinks they'll find their fortune. We know it's only some. Everyone believes in a beauty that only they can see. And that's how I know that everybody is just like me. So have a little compassion. Have a little bit of empathy. Have a little of what you were looking for. Have a little compassion. Have a little humility. Have a little compassion. Have a little more. Nobody wants to keep on getting older. Nobody wants to die alone. Nobody wants to find their true love just in time to let them know. And nobody wants to keep on striving when there's nothing they can do. And that's how you know that nobody is not like you. So have a little compassion. Have a little bit of empathy. Have a little of what you are looking for. Have a little compassion. Have a little humility. Have a little compassion. Have a little more. I know it's only human nature. People just want things for themselves. But the real treasures in this world are what you give to someone else. So have a little compassion. Have a little compassion. Have a little compassion. Have a little more. Have a little compassion. Have a little compassion.
compassion. Have a little compassion. Have a little more. Have a little compassion. Have a little bit of empathy. Have a little of what you were looking for. Have a little compassion. Have a little humility. Have a little compassion. Have a little more. Have a little compassion. Have a little more.
All right. Well, thank you very much. And have a great day. Have a great week. Have a great month. Have a great year. And I will see you again in a little less than 2 weeks. Hopefully. If all goes well. Cheers.